I'm not gonna lie, the women's tag division has come a long way. I remember a couple years ago, it was terrible. It was a bunch of put together teams that no one cared about. It was an afterthought, barely even used. To now, it's literally stacked. And then it's ending Raw, and I would not be surprised or mad if it main evented a PLE, like Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Rhea and Io. You got the Judgment Day. You got the Kabuki Warriors. Like it's insane how stacked it is. And even if you want to throw Nia and Last Legend in there, who knows if they're really gonna go on with this tag team thing, or it's just, you know, like a little partnership for now. You got the Secret Harvest. Like, it is stacked. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to them. They really are cooking. Now, granted, it is kind of impacting the main event scene a little bit, especially over on Raw a little bit, because they're all the big players are all in a tag team except Liv Morgan. I guess they're kind of doing the Raquel and Roxanne thing for right now. So it is kind of impacting the main event scene a little bit, but it's not that much. And I forgot to even talk about Bayley and Lyra, right? They're there too. You know, like it's really stacked. I can't even lie, I can't even hate. Shout out to them. They really put a lot of care into the division now, and I'm happy about it. But let's talk about Raw. Another highlight of the night: Jey Uso versus LA Knight. I remember on SmackDown, I titled the SmackDown video, "We're getting Jey Uso versus Gunther again, aren't we?" That aged like milk. We are not getting that. LA Knight actually won the match. A really good match, I thought. It was a really good match. But I'm not complaining. You know, we are getting an LA Knight push. Now, granted, he's fighting Gunther. We'll get to that in a minute. But so his likelihood of winning is kind of diminished. But either way, with Gunther beating Solo, which Solo was never going to win, let's be real. He didn't have a chance. So either LA Knight or Gunther is retiring John Cena, and either way, I'm not mad at it. Honestly, it can go either way. If Gunther does it, I wouldn't be mad. If LA Knight went about it, I would be happy. Either way. See, the thing about Jey is, I have no problem with Jey. I really don't. It's just, I don't want Jey to be Cena's last match. You know what I mean? Like, if Jey wants to have a match with John separate, fine. No problem with that. If he wants to go to the main event scene, be a champion, no problem with that. Just, I don't want him to be Cena's last opponent. That's what I don't want. It's very interesting that he started crashing out after the match. He's angry backstage. He's not answering questions. And then he says something that really caught my eye. He says, "I agree with Roman. Those titles do look better around him." Now, I haven't said this on this channel yet, but I have said that I really think that the bloodline is coming back. That's a video for a different day. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Probably record it right after here and drop it tomorrow. But look out for the bloodline reunion. Look out for it. Speaking of groups, let's talk about the Judgment Day. They're during the entrance videos, and they're arriving to the arena. We saw the Judgment Day. It is very interesting that Liv didn't really hug or acknowledge Finn and Roxanne, but everyone else. Very interesting. They're keeping that storyline going. She does keep it cordial in the promo segment and the brawl with Roxanne. So they're not gonna just do it right away. It's gonna be like a little subtle, slow build. That's probably the Mania match right there. Who knows where Raquel falls into this? Maybe a special guest referee. That would be peak. That would be peak. But yeah, she talks about, y'all washed, y'all suck, we lost the titles, we ain't got nothing going on right now except Dom. But that's alright though. I'm here, and we finna get better. I'm not mad at it. Then backstage, they tease Liv versus Stephanie. They probably do that, like a short Lou thing. Maybe they do the storyline where they have all the gold again. Kind of don't want to see that. You know what I mean? He did that twice. We did it like 2-3 times at this point. We don't need it really that much more. But maybe they just do it within the women's division part. I have no problem with that. Just don't give them the tag titles no more. I think I think I've had enough, especially with the tag scene being redone. You know, we had AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the New Day, and first time we've seen a New Day have a match in a minute. I think they said September, because they just been backstage segments and ad break segments every single week. So to see them actually on TV doing something, it's pretty cool. But yeah, nice match. Nice to see the tag division being used again. I would love to see the LWO and the Creed brothers being used as well outside of the tag division scene, tag title scene. Just, you know, having matches with each other that can start building up a little bit. We're getting the War Raiders next week versus AJ Lee, so that's cool. But yeah, it's a good match. But that finish. How do you even come up with that? Shout out to them. Like the amount of times you can counter into a Styles Clash is insane to me. Like, you know, when I first saw the move, I didn't think there's so many ways to do that. I was wrong. They find new ways to get into the Styles Clash. Like, that's legendary stuff. That's my goat. Yeah, shout out to the tag division. And the final thing that I want to know, the Vision segment. Now, I said this in my Survivor Series review that if you're going to do like a masked assailant thing, you want to keep it a secret, fine. Don't do that on a PLE. You know what I mean? Don't do that on a big 4 PLE in the main event. They didn't explain who it is. We still haven't been revealed who it is. Looks like they're going to stretch it out. They're probably going to reveal it during the Braun Breaker versus CM Punk World Championship match on January 5th, which, by the way, that's going to be a banger, right? And honestly, I would not be surprised if they gave Braun Breaker the win there, especially considering Elimination Chamber is in Chicago. And I highly doubt CM Punk is not going to be on the show. So they're probably going to have him drop it to Braun Breaker via getting screwed out of it by the masked assailant, whoever that is. And then he enters an Elimination Chamber. He wins it. Yada, yada, yada. We go from there. That's probably what they're going to do. But, yeah. But Braun Breaker got a promo. He actually looked white and not like a carrot or a rotten potato. He actually looked like a white man. Shout out to that. And he cut a really good promo. He was starting to tweak a little bit. He started tweaking, but you know, cool little promo. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's Raw. I enjoyed it. You know, especially the women's tag division scene. I'm loving that. John Cena tournament. While the entire tournament has been kind of disappointing, at least we got the 2 best people to get out of that. You know, the 2 best people in the finals, at least. So, shout out to that. I enjoyed it. Your thoughts in the comments while you're down there. Drink water. Have a good day. Bye.